Allied Plumbing and Heating is your contact for business, farm, commercial, and residential plumbing needs located in Pierre. No job is too big or small for Allied. Put our over 50 years of experience to work for you. At Allied Plumbing and Heating, the only surprise we want for our customers is how fast they get the job done. That's why we offer free estimates on every single service, no hidden charges. Give them a call today at Allied Plumbing and Heating. Remember, you can rely on your allies.
What if we said a bank isn't a place to lock up money? It's a place to set it free. What if the point of banking wasn't to bank at all, but to put your ideas to work? What if your bank asked, what if, a little more? Well, what if we told you we do? We're American Bank and Trust, where what if meets why not? If you're ready to change what you get out of banking, start a relationship with us. What if you made the move today?
When you're in the need for high-quality replacement auto parts, look no further than Zander Auto Parts and Machine Shop in Pierre. Zander's has been servicing the Pierre area for over 40 years. Their professional parts techs can get you the part you need and get you back on the road. Stop by Zander Auto Parts and Machine Shop at 500 West Sioux in Pierre or call 224-9221. Zander's, your source for domestic and foreign auto parts and accessories.
Capital City Ford Lincoln Toyota is serving the central South Dakota community and beyond with a great selection of used vehicles. Local trades and program vehicles are available. New Toyotas and new Fords are arriving and selling before they even hit the lot. So don't wait. Stop in and find out what's coming. If you've been thinking about ordering a new Ford, stop in and sit down with one of our sales specialists today. Capital City Ford Lincoln Toyota at 518 East Sioux Avenue in Pierre. Call 605-224-7378 and visit CapitalCityFordToyota.com.
Grossenberg Implement, your family-owned John Deere dealer, has a deal for you. This week only, save 8% on drawbar pins, quick hitches, and clevises. Grossenberg Implement has 9 locations in South Dakota, Nebraska, and Wyoming to make sure they have the parts you're looking for. Be safe this year and replace those worn pins and hitches you use all year long. This offer good only at Grossenberg Implement, your servicing dealer since 1937.
At Northern State University, your future starts with an affordable education that's personalized for you. Experience hands-on learning guided by world-class supportive faculty. You'll also enjoy a full campus life with opportunities to choose from numerous student activities and events, all in a safe, welcoming community. At Northern, you'll find a college that's right for you, a place to belong. Your future starts here. Unleash your potential at Northern.
Your first car. It might not have been perfect, but that didn't matter. You loved it because you worked hard for it. You took care of it, and it took care of you, your friends, and maybe that someone special. And through it all, we were there working with you, for you, to make sure it was a smooth ride. Farmers Union Insurance. More choices, great rates, local agents. Contact your local Farmers Union Insurance agent today.
Limestone canyons, flowing waterfalls, and pristine beauty make Spearfish a sanctuary for those seeking the ultimate escape. Outdoor enthusiasts will find top-notch sport climbing, mountain biking, and UTV OHV trails. Guests are steps away from peaceful hiking trails and tranquil streams. Relax and rehash your day's adventure at one of our award-winning local breweries. Finding rest is an important part of any adventure. Lodging in Spearfish comes with a variety of choices, from cabins, B&Bs, and campgrounds to the comforts of your popular brand-name hotels. To find your unique adventure in Spearfish, go to visitspearfish.com now.
Titan Machinery is your go-to Case IH agricultural equipment dealer. Your Highmore, Miller, and Pierre locations have a large selection of new and used ag equipment with access to one of the largest parts and whole goods inventories in the country. Titan Machinery prides itself in providing quality Case IH parts, service, and support to Highmore, Miller, Pierre, and the surrounding communities. Stop by Titan Machinery of Highmore, Miller, and Pierre today. Power and precision to grow.
Do you have a new pair of jeans or a favorite shirt with a small tear or hole? Or your winter coat has a broken zipper? Don't throw them away. Call Lila Briggs Sewing and Embroidery in Fort Pierre to have your items fixed as good as new. They also provide hemming, other sewing services, as well as custom embroidery for a truly professional look and design. Lila Briggs Sewing and Embroidery is a proud supporter of all Stanley County school activities and wishes the student athletes the best of luck in the school year.
Every farm is unique, but all farmers have something in common: the desire to maximize their land and improve it for the next generation. You need a cooperative that offers peace of mind. AgTegra Cooperative is an ag partner that shares your values and is part of your community. From agronomy and grain operations to energy and feed, AgTegra will link your farm to the future. AgTegra Cooperative. Strong, stable, dependable.
When you're thinking of a new or used car, motorcycle, pickup, or RV, think of us. We make all sorts of vehicle loans. We can set you up with payments that fit your budget. So if you have getting some new wheels in mind, stop by and see us. We'll get you the right loan. Dakota Plains Federal Credit Union, federally insured by NCUA. We're big on you.
We're small enough to know your name, but we're big on you.
Dakota Antler is the biggest antler buyer in our region. Tony and Derek pay cash all year long for antlers and horns. Deer, elk, moose, and sheep can be cash in your pocket. They'll come to you, too. Find them on Dakota Antlers LLC or online at dakotaantlers.com. You can also give them a call to set up an appointment. Call Derek at 605-360-3749 or Tony at 605-730-0108. Dakota Antler, a proud supporter of all local athletics and activities.
As community bankers, BankWest employees are deeply committed to supporting local causes, growing the local economy, and creating local opportunities. At a time when you can bank anywhere, we hope you choose BankWest. We'll be your financial partner for the long haul, helping you and your community achieve financial success. BankWest. Convenient, connected, committed. Member FDIC.
The Corner Station Convenience Store and the Crossing Pub are both conveniently located on Pleasant Drive in Pierce, South Dakota. At the Corner Station, grab your favorite hot and cold beverages and snacks while filling your vehicle up with Cenex brand gasoline. The Corner Station also features a super tunnel car wash to keep your vehicle sparkling clean. At the Crossing, grab a cold beverage and check out their selection of appetizers while watching the Stanley County Buffaloes and Pierre Governors live on their big screen televisions. Best of luck to all area students from the Corner Station and the Crossing.
Farmers know crop insurance is essential for managing risk. It's also valuable for maximizing revenue. The crop insurance officers at Farm Credit Services of America have proprietary tools and expertise to deliver the personalized crop and revenue protection you need for the peace of mind you want. Nobody delivers crop insurance like this. Discover the difference by calling 800-884-FARM. Agriculture works here.
John Hoffman Electric is your neighborhood electrical service contractor and so much more. No job is too big or too small for our team of professionals. We pride ourselves on keeping up with new technologies such as Aerial, an augmented reality visual tool used to customize and experience a finished space before breaking ground. So whether you're building new or renovating a home, farm, or commercial space, let John Hoffman Electric light the way. John Hoffman is a proud sponsor of all local activities broadcast on Live Ticket TV.
This is what matters. This is beyond X's and O's. This is the difference mutual respect makes. This is what character looks like. This is what defines us in South Dakota. This is sportsmanship. School sports. It's not the outcome that matters most, but the way the games are played. This message presented by the South Dakota High School Activities Association and the South Dakota Interscholastic Athletic Administrators Association.
No need to be afraid of all those upcoming holiday expenses. Oahe Federal Credit Union's holiday loan special is back. Borrow up to $1,500 for 12 months at 7% APR. Apply online or stop in at 221 East Pleasant Drive in Pierre. Oahe Federal Credit Union, where we treat you like you own the place, because you do.
People helping people. Oahe Federal Credit Union.
Agriculture is like no other business, which makes Farm Credit Services of America like no other lender. Owned by the farmers and ranchers we serve, our customers have a voice in how we work, a stake in what we do, and share in our success. Discover a lender that works for you at Farm Credit Services of America.
To keep this one close and give ourselves a chance at the end.
Coach, thank you. Good luck tonight.
Thanks, Dave.
Coming up, it's the starting lineups on the law on the court, and we will have those from Parkview in 1 minute here on 1060 103.1. KGFX back in 60.
The right nutrition, animal health, and record management is key to having a profitable cattle program. That's why you want to work with the people at Farmco. They'll take the time to learn your operation and help you grow your business. They're your full-service agriculture provider of feed, seed, animal health, farm, and ranching equipment built on terrific service. Get to know Farmco in Chamberlain, Kimball, Platte, and Winter, proud supporters of high school athletes. Visit them online at farmcosd, PHARMCOSD.com. Access Health Fort Pierre welcomes new and established patients, offering chronic and acute care for all ages, including evaluations for illness and injuries, immunizations, lab testing, wellness exams, and DOT and sports visits. Same-day appointments are available, and most major insurances are accepted. Good luck this season, athletes, from Access Health Fort Pierre, assuring access to quality health care.
Time for the Montana-Dakota Utilities starting lineups. First for the visiting Chamberlain Cubs in the backcourt, 5'10" junior Levi Miller, the one senior on this team, 5'10" Colin Two-Strike, and 5'11" junior Sawyer Donovan. And on the front line, 6'2" sophomore Kenyon McCloskey, and the 6'3" junior, although he's been around a while, Dakota Munger. Steve Schonard, the head coach of the Cubs. Matt Hilson and Jalen Ute are his assistants. The Stanley County MDU starting lineup in 30 seconds after this from Montana-Dakota Utilities here on KGFX.
Hey, new guy. Shovel, right? Yeah, right. And I'm not exactly new. I've seen some action. Yeah, what's your story? Hey, my last gig, I nearly got electrocuted, almost drowned. That guy never called 811 to see if it was safe to dig. Our guy calls every time he digs.
It's quick and easy. Any tool can do it. Calling 811 gets your underground utility lines marked for free.
Hey, safe digging is no accident. Always call 811 before you dig.
This message brought to you by Montana-Dakota Utilities, in the community to serve.
Stanley County's starting lineup has Blaze Frost in the backcourt, the 5'10" sophomore and 5'9" freshman Paxton Deal, along with the 6' senior Caden Montana. Leading scorer Brock Zade, the 6'3" junior, and in the post it's the 6'4" senior Nathaniel Nelson. Although you can imagine, if you've watched Stanley County basketball or listened, you know many will be used by head coach Max Foth, his assistant David Hofteaser. Next, the law on the court brought to you by the South Dakota Attorney General's Office Division of Consumer Protection. We'll introduce the officials in 30 seconds on KGFX.
With all the snow and cold temperatures, it's that time of year when people want to plan a trip somewhere warm and sunny. Do your research and purchase from known companies. Your version of luxury accommodations and close to the beach can be completely different than their version. Know exactly what you're to get from your purchase and who to reach out to if issues arise. And make sure that you get everything in writing. If you should have issues with your travel package, call Consumer Protection at 800-300-1986 or visit their website consumer.sd.gov for more information.
The officials for this evening's game are R.J. Estes, Andrew Lepkowski, and Dave Brushbreaker. The law on the court brought to you by the South Dakota Attorney General's Office Division of Consumer Protection. And that is our Ponce Bay Agency State Farm pregame. Stay tuned for basketball. Boys action. Chamberlain and Stanley County set to meet at Parkview Auditorium. And we're back with it in 3 minutes. This is high school basketball on 1060 103.1 KGFX.
That moment when you realize your furnace is stone cold busted. We're talking a real put on every sweater you own, I can't feel my feet, penguin predicament. But fear not, there's an expert for that.
Let your local heating experts at Pites Service Experts keep you warm with $50 off any furnace repair.
Like it toasty? There's an expert for that.
Call Pites Service Experts at 866-EXPERTS. See website for license details.
Your winning destination, the Golden Buffalo Casino in Lower Brule, gives you more chances to win. Hot seat drawings, pick a prize drawings, chances to win great prizes, the hottest slots around. It's all just waiting for you at the Golden Buffalo Casino. Find out more by logging on to thegoldenbuffalocasino.com and by following them on Facebook. Just minutes north of Reliance, exit 248. We'd like to thank you for tuning into this broadcast and supporting our area youth. The Golden Buffalo Casino, proud to support Live Ticket.
What if we said a bank isn't a place to lock up money? It's a place to set it free. If you're ready to change what you get out of banking, start a relationship with us. American Bank and Trust.
One way American Bank and Trust enjoys giving back to the Fort Pierre community is through our Spirit Card program. These cards are a great way to give back to our schools and show hometown pride. Call or stop in today to get your own Spirit Card. Go Buffaloes!
Have all of your painting supplies at the paint store in Pierre. They mix paint and they color match paint. They carry interior and exterior stains. Great selection of paint. Find it at 1006 East Sioux Avenue in Pierre. The Paint Store, 605-224-8312, 224-8312. The Paint Store is a proud supporter of the Stanley County Buffaloes and the Pierre Governors in sports and activities. The Paint Store, same great paint, same great services.
The innocence of youth. Is there anything any better? But soon they'll be in high school and facing all the same challenges you faced. How to make friends, how to fit in, how to be cool. We want our children to have everything they'll need to live fulfilling and productive lives. Make sure the kids in your family are among the more than 57,000 participants here in South Dakota who take part in high school sports or activities.
Do you want to join one of the oldest established organizations in Fort Pierre? Perhaps you are more interested in protecting the future. Whatever your position, the Fort Pierre Volunteer Fire Department is for you. We are responsible for fire protection in Fort Pierre and Stanley County. Become part of this amazing team by stopping down at the fire hall and discussing enrollment. We are not just limited to adults, as we have a new cadet program for students ages 14 to 18. For more information, click on our banner ad on the homepage. From everyone at the fire hall, go Buffs!
Fort Pierre opening tip just ahead of us here at Parkview Auditorium. As Chamberlain meets Stanley County. Chamberlain in their road red uniforms, white numerals and letters, white trim. Stanley County in their whole white uniforms, purple numerals and letters in the purple and gold trim. Next for Chamberlain. They're home and they do that tomorrow evening against Mount Vernon Plankinton's Titans. And it's part of a varsity doubleheader that Aaron Boyle will have for you in 94.5, 100.5 KPLO, beginning at around 6:10. See it at the KPLO page. Next for Stanley County, the Potter County Battlers. That's on Monday in Gettysburg, and that'll be right here on 1060, 103.1 KGFX and 100.7 KMLO at around 7:25 on Monday evening. Both teams just trying to find something good toward the end of this season. Both in, interesting regions. 6A, McLaughlin's at the top and Miller is second, but McLaughlin's the only team in this region above 500. Stanley County stands at number 6 in the seed point standings behind Dupree, who's 5th. They're about 3.5 tenths behind the Dupree Tigers. We brought it up with Steve Schonart. That's a very tough region that Chamberlain is in with Mount Vernon Plankinton. As we said, they'll play tomorrow. Platte Genesee, they lost to earlier this week. Hanson's a good ball club. Kimball, White Lake. Chamberlain stands at number 8 of the 9 teams in that region in 5A, as they are about 3/10 behind 7th place Wagner. They'd like to get out of that potential play-in game. So we're ready. Remember, you can watch this game brought to you by Bauman Lumber at the KGFX page at drgnews.com and the DRG News app. Ryan Minning, a live ticket, providing the video. Brock Zabe will jump center for Stanley County. Dakota Munger for Chamberlain. Caden Montana, Brock Zabe, Blaze Frost, Paxton Deal, Nathaniel Olsen for Stanley County, Levi Miller, Colin Two-Strike, Kenyon McCloskey, Sawyer Donovan, and Dakota Munger for Chamberlain. Stanley County in white at the bucket to your right in the first half as you watch. Chamberlain in red will shoot to your left. RJ Estes ready to put it in the air. And the tip goes to Stanley County. We hope that you enjoy the action from Parkview Auditorium. Zabe lost the ball. Well, that's not a good start for Stanley County. It is for Chamberlain. Down the floor is Colin Two-Strike. As we say, the only senior in this team, to Dakota Munger. Between the rings, it is Kenyon McCloskey. Into the lane. The ball is lost by McCloskey, but they bring it out front. And on the left side, it is Munger. Stops for an 18-footer and hits it over Zabe. Good start for Dakota Munger. And Chamberlain scores first about 40 seconds into the game. It's 2-0 for the visiting Cubs. Hannah Montana, right wing to Paxton Deal. Good night for Paxton the other night with 15. Here is a left wing three that's blocked. Blaze Frost had it blocked right out of his hands by Dakota Munger, who then grabbed the rebound. And down the floor, the Cubs on the right wing with Colin Two-Strike on the baseline. Turnaround rolled off the rim by Munger. And Brock Zabe has the first rebound of the game for Stanley County. And he took the return feed from Montana. Now handed on the left side to Deal. Up top for Caden Montana. Trying to drive on Donovan. 6:43 in the first. Still 2-0 Chamberlain. Montana, a straightaway three is good. Caden Montana gives Stanley County their first lead at 3-2. Yeah, Stanley County was in the 20s in shooting the other night percentage. But we're not bad on threes, 5 of 11. They missed a whole lot of twos and a whole lot of close twos. Munger on right wing, up top to Kenyon McCloskey. Left side is Colin Two-Strike. By the way, Connor Hickey did start, not Levi Miller. Hickey, if you're watching, wearing 33 in red. Left wing, here is a 3 by Two-Strike. That's off the front rim. That rebound is loose, and coming out of there with it is Sawyer Donovan after a scramble off the missed three. So Chamberlain, and you heard Masvo say, Chamberlain, even Steve Schonard hasn't been on this job very long, but it's the same offense the Cubs have had for a long while. Left wing of Munger, 3. It's coming. It's good! Dakota Munger has all 5 Chamberlain points. And the Cubs are back in the lead. Chamberlain 5, Stanley County 3. 5:35 in the first quarter. Frost is on left wing and lost the ball, picked it back up, and he's called for a double dribble. He's claiming that it went off Colin Two-Strike, but the official says no. And Stanley County has their second turnover, and Chamberlain has the basketball back with 5:25 left in the first quarter. Bounce on the right wing for Sawyer Donovan, left side Dakota Munger. Wants another 3 off the front rim, and trying to grab the rebound is Blaze Frost, and he was bumped by Chamberlain's Kenyon McCloskey as he had been boxed out, tried to recover, and fouled instead. That's the first foul on either team in this game. 5:15 in the first, still 5-3 Chamberlain. Stanley County's ball. Paxton Deal, left wing for Caden Montana. Guarded by Munger, skipping on the right side to Blaze Frost. Right baseline, Zabe. Brock's in a double team and lost the ball. It's picked up by Colin Two-Strike, and then Zabe fouls Colin for the first foul on Stanley County. And it is turnover number 3 already on the Buffs. Here comes Levi Miller. He's in for Sawyer Donovan. Chamberlain with the ball, and 5-3 lead. Entry pass knocked out of bounds by Stanley County's Paxton Deal. High school basketball on KGFX is brought to you by Yesway of Vera St. Mary's Hospital, First Dakota National Bank in Fort Pierre, Sioux Nation in Fort Pierre, and Car Swap, Chrysler, Jeep, Dodge, Ram in Chamberlain. Bounce to Connor Hickey. The foul line extended to Munger for a left baseline drive, and he draws a foul. If it's Brock Zabe, it's a number 2 on the Buffs' leading scorer already. Let's see. Sure is. Brock has both Stanley County fouls. And Cash Richardson is set to come in. We'll see if it's for Zabe. Meanwhile, it's Dakota Munger at the line for 2. He has all of the Chamberlain points so far, but he misses the first free throw. And yep, Cash Richardson, the 5'8 freshman, does come in for Brock Zabe. High school basketball is also brought to you by Boucher Foods, Access Health Chamberlain, Byrie Brothers, and Chamberlain Ready Mix. There's one more here for Dakota Munger. It's short, but it wouldn't have counted had it fallen, because Chamberlain's Kenyon McCloskey was in the lane too soon. And it's Stanley County basketball. Still a Chamberlain 5-3 lead, 4:44 in the first quarter at Parkview. We'll keep you updated, of course, on what the Pierre Governor boys are doing in Yankton. That's on River 92.7. Go good passing. Down low, it is a bounce for Wyatt Mortensen, who's just into the game. Took the feed from Paxton Deal, and Mortensen is fouled by Levi Miller of Chamberlain. That's his first. Stanley County windbound. If you're watching, new jersey number for Wyatt Mortensen. He's now wearing 22. On the inbound to Richardson, but he couldn't hit the layup. And Blaze and Kenyon McCloskey has the rebound for the Chamberlain Cubs, who are up 5-3, 4:24 in the first quarter. No surprises so far with how Chamberlain is playing. Stanley County, 1 of 3 to start. We'll see again if they can shoot better than they did against Todd County. A move by Two Strike in the old circle. He hits an 18-footer. Colin Two Strike extends the Chamberlain lead to 7-3 with 4:04 in the first quarter. And the Cubs have scored the last 5. Montana hesitated, dropped the ball. McCloskey with a steal. Down floor for a layup by Two Strike. 7 in a row for Chamberlain. They're up 9-3. Stanley County with 4 turnovers. 3:45 the first. Munger knocked a pass down from Richardson. Stolen. Drove, missed the layup. Gained his own rebound. Followed and scored. 7 for Munger. Head coach Max Foth with what's needed for Stanley County. And Agtegra timeouts. 3:35 left first quarter. Chamberlain 11, Stanley County 3. It's a 30-second break here. Back in 30 here on KGFX.
When you expect more, you expect more. When you expect more, Dakota Prairie Bank, providing great service right from the start. It's our promise to you that sets us apart. With every handshake and a smile, we go that extra mile. When you expect more, you expect more. When you expect more, Dakota Prairie Bank.
Your meat.
It's an Agtegra timeout. Acres ahead can maximize your farm's earning potential straight from the start. Contact your local Agtegra cooperative today. Chamberlain with 9 straight points and an 11-3 lead over Stanley County. 3:33 in the first. Pressure also by Chamberlain. Frost trying to deal with it. Blaze trying to work his way past Levi Miller, who ended up fouling him. And that's 2 quickly on Miller. He hasn't been in the game very long from off the bench, and Sawyer Donovan will replace him. Remember what head coach Max Foth of Stanley County said in our keys to success with him? He said about his team, have to avoid the bad stretches. Well, Stanley County's in a bad stretch and a good stretch for Chamberlain. The Cubs have 9 in a row. A pass is knocked down and intercepted. It is Two Strike. Down floor for Donovan, but he lost the handle on the ball. And it's Chamberlain's first turnover. It's a travel. But Stanley County's up to 5 turnovers. Brendan Bothwell also is in the game for Stanley County, the 5'6 freshman. Pressure by Chamberlain. It's in from Frost to Bothwell. Lost his dribbles. Got to find someone. He does find Frost. Left alley for Richardson and into the front court. Freshman on the floor. There is just about all the time for Stanley County. Pass didn't make it to Richardson. Stolen by McCloskey. Another turnover. Kenyon drives for a layup. McCloskey's first 2. Chamberlain now has 11 points in a row and a 13-3 lead. 2:50 in the first quarter. Montana bounced too low for Nelson. He's able to grab it, though. Right wing to Bothwell. They're really speeding Stanley County up here. Frost on the baseline for Richardson. Tries a spin move, and a walk is called, and Stanley County's turnover numbers up to 7. They haven't even had a shot attempt in about the last 5 trips down floor. Brock Zaid back in with 2 fouls. But Stanley County's down 10 already, 2:35 in the first quarter. Chamberlain needs something good themselves. They've lost their last 4. Their last win was against Bonholm about 3 weeks back. A shot is missed by McCloskey. Frost has the rebound for Stanley County. As now it is taken away again. Another Stanley County turnover. Munger in the left corner. Donovan now brought it up top to Collin. 2 strike. Back to Donovan outside the arc and left wing with 2 minutes left in the first. Into the lane. A jumper by Grady Olson, who's just entered the game. It's no good. And Zabe had the rebound for Stanley County. And they turn it over again. And a pass down floor for a layup by 2 strike, who's up to 6. Stanley County now with 9 turnovers. And it's a 15-3 Chamberlain lead and a 13-0 run. Pressure broken as players fall, but here's Frost all the way to the goal and scores on a nice reverse. Blaze Frost breaks the big run, 15-5 Chamberlain, 1:28 in the first quarter. Well, there's the bad stretch. Can Stanley County recover? Chamberlain playing well. 2 strike. Right wing to McCloskey outside the arc to Olson. Back out to Kenyon McCloskey for a Grady Olson right wing 3 that's off the front rim and short, but not boxed out is 2 strike. He brought on the offensive board and was fouled by Paxton Deal. His first and Stanley County's third. And Collin 2 strike, again, the only senior on this Chamberlain team, will have a couple of free throws. It was 3-2 Stanley County as the first free throw misses. Then just like that, it was 15-3 Chamberlain. Kinder Montana back in for Stanley County. And Connor Hickey has re-entered the Chamberlain lineup. One more free throw for Collin 2 strike with 1:10 left in the first, and he's good. And the Chamberlain lead is now 16-5 over Stanley County. Montana for Zabe, still in the backcourt. Left wing Montana into the front court. Left wing, it's Frost. Stanley County's barely had a chance to set their half-court offense. Pass high, but taken by Montana nicely. Drop step in the lane, drew a foul, a hack. On Collin 2 strike of Chamberlain. That's his first, and that's the 14th foul in the Cubs. 56.3 left in the first quarter. Here, by the way, leading in boys action at Yankton, 43-30. 40, I should say. 3-point Pier lead under a minute left in the third quarter. A Montana 3 is missing, but Nathaniel Nelson's able to grab the offensive board and score a layup. A little trouble handling it at first for Nathaniel, but he's able to grab it for the layup in his first 2. 16-7 for Chamberlain. 36 seconds left in the first quarter. Olson on right wing to Munger in the old circle. Entry pass. It is Hickey bringing it back out. A Munger straightaway 3. Bottom! Dakota Munger has his second 3. He's up to 10. 22 seconds. 19-7. Chamberlain back with their longest lead at 12. 15 seconds as Montana crosses the timeline for Stanley County. Keeps his dribble as he works in a double team. Now hands it to Bothwell. Right corner for Zabe. Open a 3. Off the rim. With 5 seconds, a Munger rebound. Down the alley. Right of the circle. Shoots at the first quarter buzzer. Misses as Nathaniel Nelson grabs the rebound. But a big run by Chamberlain has them in front at the end of one quarter over Stanley County at Parkview. 19-7 on the Wagner Auto scoreboard. Wagner Auto, the one place to go. Back in 1 minute with the second quarter. 1060, 103.1 KGFX.
We hope you are all enjoying the student productions of your school. Tonight's event and every event produced by your school during the school year are created, filmed, and produced by the students you love to follow and support. Become a booster of your school's live event coverage by becoming a sponsor. It's a great way to show your support of the athletes and students in your community. As a sponsor, you'll get great visibility for your business, organization, or family by supporting the live productions of your school.
Starting a John Deere dealership during the Depression took guts and vision. But C.J. Grossenberg was determined to help the community. He supplied more than equipment. He supplied a better way of life for his neighbors. Today, the family business is still going strong, because round here, Grossenberg proves our values to our community every day. Grossenberg Implement is celebrating 85 years and is fourth generation family owned and operated.
Chamberlain will inbound to start the second quarter at Parkview Auditorium with a 19-7 lead over Stanley County. David Burrow with you. Thanks for joining us on this Thursday night. Olsen, left wing, it's McCloskey outside the arc. He wants a three, but it doesn't fall, and Brock Zabe has the rebound for Stanley County. And on the break, Montana brings it down to Paxton Deal on the baseline, who scores his first two after a 15-point game against Todd County. Chamberlain 19, Stanley County 9, just underway in the second quarter. Kenyon McCloskey on right wing, out there with Dakota Munger, Grady Olson, Sawyer Donovan, and Connor Hickey for Chamberlain. In red at the basket to our left. In the lane, it's a drive by McCloskey, soft touched, and it fell in. Second basket for Kenyon, 21-9 Chamberlain. Up top, it's Paxton Deal out there with Brock Zabe, Blaze Frost, Nathaniel Nelson, and Caden Montana. Turnaround, right lane line, and it falls in for Zabe. Brock's first two, 21-11 Chamberlain. A minute gone, second quarter. Bounce to Sawyer Donovan, guarded by Paxton Deal. Hands it to McCloskey in left wing. Up top, it's Dakota Munger. The junior had the pass knocked away. Nice play. Paxton Deal with the steal. Down floor for a Caden Montana layup. And there's a hand in the passing lane. That's only the second Chamberlain turnover. 21-13 Stanley County. 6:35 in the first half. Good play by the freshman Deal, who, as we know, is so quick. What an athlete Dakota Munger is. And he has it on the left wing. It's up top now as Donovan makes a drive on the right lane line. Through two bigger defenders and scores. Sawyer Donovan at 5'11" wins against taller guys and scored there 23-13. And his Deal just drove right down the middle of the lane. He knew he'd take contact, and he did as Sawyer Donovan spilled him. That's his first and team foul number 5. Colin two strikes back into the Chamberlain lineup. And Noah Baldwin's entered for Stanley County, the 6'1 sophomore. It's into Zabe on the right baseline from 9, rolled off the rims. Chamberlain has the rebound. It's two strike after Baldwin couldn't quite bring it in. Two strike on the left baseline. Misses the shot, but Munger drags the offensive rebound. Loose ball, hot potato, and nobody's able to take it for Chamberlain. Instead, it's Stanley County. Zabe, right lane line. Baldwin, cut off well there by Hickey. Zabe, foul line, 13-foot floater, a little off balance, didn't fall. McCloskey rebounds for Chamberlain. They quickly do it down floor, take it down to two strike. And Collins scores on the left block, and he's up to 9. Back to a 12-point lead for Chamberlain at 25-13, matching their longest in this first half. And Brock Zabe lost it out of bounds. He claimed it was tapped out by Colin two strike, but if it was, it went off Zabe. And Stanley County's 10th turnover, they had 9 of them in the first quarter. So this is the third time for a 12-point lead for Chamberlain. 25-13, leading Stanley County. 5:20 to go in the first half. Hickey on the right baseline, top of the right wing, it's Donovan. Bring it around on the left side now to Colin two strike outside the arc. Right wing Dakota Munger with a hand in his face. It was Zabe's. The three misses. And Zabe has the rebound. Quickly down floor. And a layup try got blocked by Munger off of Deal. Munger on the other end is called for an offensive foul. Stanley County able to get back well. Blaze Frost was down there to take that charge. Munger's first foul, the 16th foul on Chamberlain, so the next common foul means the bonus for Stanley County. 4:54 in the first half. Chamberlain 25, Stanley County, who has the basketball, 13. Pass knocked down. It's McCloskey. Another turnover. And Chamberlain in the front court after turnover number 11. It is a lob from Hickey. Down low to Munger, stripped out of his hand, but fouled. If it's Zabe, it's number 3 on Brock. No, it is not. Not that Stanley County ever wants a foul, but they never did, not especially want the third there in Brock Zabe. Instead, it's the first on Blaze Frost and team foul number 4. Dakota Munger at a 10-point first quarter. Now he has 2 shots at the line for Chamberlain, and he hit the first. High school basketball on KGFX. It's brought to you by Dakota Plains Federal Credit Union, Pierre Regional Airport, Access Health, Fort Pierre, Farmco, Oasis Pump and Pack, Chamberlain Food Center, Al's Oasis, and West 40. Munger did miss the first free throw. Oh, he missed them both. And Montana up there in good position for the rebound for Stanley County, who's down 12, 4:29 in the first half, 25-13. Chamberlain looking for win number 5. SC looking for win number 4. Lob to Zabe, and he is bowled over. Donovan and Hickey were both there. It's going to be Connor Hickey's foul, his first. And team foul number 7 to put Stanley County in the bonus. Nathaniel Nelson has re-entered, by the way, for the Buffs, and so is Wyatt Mortensen. But it's Zabe at the line. This is the first free throw of the game for Stanley County. It's the front end of a 1-and-1. As 4:23 remains in the first half. He hit it. He'll have the second in just a moment.
Driven by the Office of Highway Safety. 1060 KTFX Pierre. Rebroadcasting on K276GT. 103.1 FM Fort Pierre. If you drink, don't drive.
25-14 Chamberlain. As Zabe has one more. Looks for his 4th point. It's on the way, and it's on the board. 25-15 for Chamberlain. 4:22 first half. Cubs ball. As from 2 strike to Donovan on the left wing. Back out the Collin 2 strike. Now top for Kenyon McCloskey. Right wing, it's Levi Miller. Grady Olson's back in there. He had it between the rings. Now they leave it up top for McCloskey. Still 18 on the shot clock. Ball dropped, but regained by a 2-strike drive in the lane that's blocked out of bounds. It went on Stanley County. So it'll stay with Chamberlain, but Nathaniel Nelson got a hand on that. 11 on the shot clock, 10 as it's a right-hand dribble by Donovan. Between the rings, down to 5 on the shot clock now. He's on right wing. Miller right of the lane, puts it up. Short, shot clock on his back. Montana the rebound for Stanley County. And thrown away again. Another turnover leads to a Levi Miller layup. 12 turnovers now for Stanley County. Chamberlain has a lot of their points off those turnovers, and they're up 12 again. 27-15 with 3:28 left in the first half. Brendan Bothwell to Nathaniel Nelson, back out to Bothwell. He starts to drive on the left wing. It's Wyatt Mortensen with a 3, no good. But there is Nathaniel Nelson for the rebound. Missed, third chance. Missed for Zabe. Oh, goodness, it's looking like the other night again. McCloskey the rebound. They, again, missed a couple of layups, as the layups were not falling a lot of the night the other night. Chamberlain with a 12-point lead in the basketball. It's a loose one on the floor now. Stanley County will have this ball as a dual possession is called. Good hustle down there to make sure that happened by Wyatt Mortensen. That'll count as a Chamberlain turnover, and it brings us to an Integra timeout called by Stanley County head coach Max Foth. It's a minute, so that's what we'll take. 2:50 in the first half. Chamberlain 27, Stanley County 15, back in 60 seconds on KGFX.
Service Master.
Starting a John Deere dealership during the Depression took guts and vision. But C.J. Grossenberg was determined to help the community. He supplied more than equipment. He supplied a better way of life for his neighbors. Today, the family business is still going strong. Because round here, Grossenberg proves our values to our community every day. Grossenberg Implement is celebrating 85 years and is 4th-generation family-owned.
Service Master of Pierre is your go-to service experts for a wide variety of cleaning needs. Since 2003, we have developed the most effective methods and products to service virtually every type of industry. We're known for our exceptional carpet and upholstery cleaning, but did you know we also offer cleaning of all types of flooring, along with providing fire and water restoration, commercial cleaning, janitorial services, and construction cleanup. Service Master of Pierre is a proud sponsor of TF Riggs Governors and Lady Govs, as well as Stanley County Buffaloes and Lady Buffs activities. 2.
It's an Actegra timeout. Acres Ahead can maximize your farm's earning potential straight from the start. Contact your local Actegra cooperative today. Chamberlain up by 12 on Stanley County, 27-15, 2:44 in the first half. It's SC's ball with a left wing three. That's good. Caden Montana, his second of the game. He has both of Stanley County's made threes. 27-18 for Chamberlain and 2:34 in the half. Midway through the fourth quarter, they're even in Yankton. Here 49, Yankton 49 on River 92.7. Loose ball in the back court and picked up by Olsen. So Chamberlain's able to keep it. The Munger for two strike for a driving layup that didn't stay down. And Nathaniel Nelson has the Stanley County rebound. Baseline, a drive is good. That's Montana working his way to the cup on the left side. But on the other end, Munger, after a quick pass down floor, scores a layup of his own. And it's 29-20 for Chamberlain. 12 now for Munger. 1:55 in the first half. Montana now with 10 for Assini. He has the ball now in the lane. Right wing for Blaze Frost. Up top for Montana. On the left side, Paxton Deal with a spin move. Now Montana on the left wing. 15 on the shot clock for SC. Frost between the rings. Blaze to the left lane line. Blocked! Kenyon McCloskey said, no, get that out of here. And Lee Miller, however, could not make a layup, but the follow is good by McCloskey. 31-20. The Chamberlain lead is at 11. 1:15 in the first half. Montana lost it, picked up by two strike. He stops and hits a 17-footer. 33-20 Chamberlain. That's their longest lead now in 13. They're turning these turnovers into points very quickly in a lot of cases. Just under a minute left in the half. Zabe playing with a couple of fouls. He's been limited to 4 points so far. For Frost in the lane. For Nelson. Just outside the right lane line. Bring it up top to Frost. 15 on the shot clock. Blaze with a drive. Past McCloskey, no. But the follow, yes, by Zabe. 33-22 for Chamberlain. Zabe up to 6. 35 seconds. As it is McCloskey. Out front to two strike, and they'll stroll it down. 25 on the game clock. 22 on the shot clock. Munger on left wing. Up top to Grady Olson. 20 on the game clock now. As Miller has it on the right wing. Backs it out. And standing in the center circle, it's two strike. Down to 14 on the game clock. Bounce in the lane for Munger. Turnaround from 12. Rammed out. Rebounded. Plays Frost, Stanley County. 5 seconds and 4, but Frost threw it away. Munger down floor for a layup that will count at the buzzer by Kenyon McCloskey off another Stanley County turnover. McCloskey now with 8, and Chamberlain on the back of a lot of points off turnovers has a 13-point halftime lead on the Wagner Auto scoreboard here at Parkview Auditorium. Chamberlain 35, Stanley County 22. Wagner Auto, South Dakota's oldest auto dealer. Our halftime coming up. We'll look at the numbers and again look at a little bit of what's ahead for these teams and update you on the Governors too. We'll start our halftime coverage from Parkview in 3 minutes with the KGFX page at drgnews.com and the DRG News app and on 1060 103.1 KGFX.
Acres Ahead is back with Agtegra Cooperative. Now is the time to secure product, lock in early season prices, and receive delayed payment terms on your agronomy inputs. Fertilizer, seed, and crop protection purchases from Acres Ahead also qualify for triple play grain premiums, diesel discounts, and feed discounts. Contact your local Agtegra agronomist to learn more on how Acres Ahead can maximize your farm's earning potential straight from the start. Agtegra Cooperative. Strong, stable, dependable.
Calling all high school seniors. Not sure what your next step is? Consider Dakota Wesleyan University's Learn and Earn program located in Pierre. Current students in the Learn and Earn program are thriving. That's because the Learn and Earn program is different. Take classes on a flexible schedule at the Capital City campus and intern with a Pierre area business for a paid work experience. Scholarships are available. Visit dwu.edu/learn and earn today.
your first car. It might not have been perfect, but that didn't matter. You loved it because you worked hard for it. You took care of it, and it took care of you, your friends, and maybe that someone special. And through it all, we were there working with you, for you, to make sure it was a smooth ride. Farmers Union Insurance. More choices, great rates, local agents. Contact your local Farmers Union Insurance agent today.
At Northern State University, your future starts with an affordable education that's personalized for you. Experience hands-on learning guided by world-class supportive faculty. You'll also enjoy a full campus life with opportunities to choose from numerous student activities and events, all in a safe, welcoming community. At Northern, you'll find a college that's right for you, a place to belong. Your future starts here. Unleash your potential at Northern.
Allied Plumbing and Heating is your contact for business, farm, commercial, and residential plumbing needs located in Pierre. No job is too big or small for Allied. Put our over 50 years of experience to work for you. At Allied Plumbing and Heating, the only surprise we want for our customers is how fast they get the job done. That's why we offer free estimates on every single service, no hidden charges. Give them a call today at Allied Plumbing and Heating. Remember, you can rely on your allies.
What if we said a bank isn't a place to lock up money? It's a place to set it free. What if the point of banking wasn't to bank at all, but to put your ideas to work? What if your bank asked, what if, a little more? Well, what if we told you we do? We're American Bank and Trust, where what if meets why not? If you're ready to change what you get out of banking, start a relationship with us. What if you made the move today?
When you're in the need for high-quality replacement auto parts, look no further than Zander Auto Parts and Machine Shop in Pierre. Zander's has been servicing the Pierre area for over 40 years. Their professional parts techs can get you the part you need and get you back on the road. Stop by Zander Auto Parts and Machine Shop at 500 West Sioux in Pierre or call 224-9221. Zander's, your source for domestic and foreign auto parts and accessories.
Capital City Ford Lincoln Toyota is serving the central South Dakota community and beyond with a great selection of used vehicles. Local trades and program vehicles are available. New Toyotas and new Fords are arriving and selling before they even hit the lot. So don't wait. Stop in and find out what's coming. If you've been thinking about ordering a new Ford, stop in and sit down with one of our sales specialists today. Capital City Ford Lincoln Toyota at 518 East Sioux Avenue in Pierre. Call 605-224-7378 and visit CapitalCityFordToyota.com.
Grossenberg Implement, your family-owned John Deere dealer, has a deal for you. This week only, save 8% on drawbar pins, quick hitches, and clevises. Grossenberg Implement has 9 locations in South Dakota, Nebraska, and Wyoming to make sure they have the parts you're looking for. Be safe this year and replace those worn pins and hitches you use all year long. This offer good only at Grossenberg Implement, your servicing dealer since 1937.
And those 14 turnovers made the difference for Stanley County. Chamberlain had only 5. Couple lead changes early. As we say, Stanley County led once at 3-2. That's when Chamberlain had a 13-0 run. And their lead is the longest of the night for them so far at the half, 35-22. Buffalo's next play on Monday night in Gettysburg. Potter County's Battlers, the opponent, here on 1060, 103.1 KGFX. Also, 100.7 KMLO beginning at around 7:25. But before that, best of luck to the Buffalo Gymnasts. The Region 2A meet for them is in Wagner, and that is tomorrow. And you want to see some good wrestling? Come here to Parkview Auditorium on Saturday. The Big Dakota Conference wrestling meet begins at 10 a.m. on Saturday right here. Now for Chamberlain, they're right back in action tomorrow night in the second half of a varsity doubleheader at the Chamberlain Armory with the Mount Vernon Plankinton Titans in town. Darren Boyle will have those games for you on 94.5, 100.5 KPLO beginning at around 6:10 tomorrow. And then Darren will have the Cubs again on Tuesday when they host Crow Creek at the Chamberlain Armory, and that'll be at around 7:15 on KPLO, and that'll be on as we say, Tuesday evening. Well, it's starting to look a little tough for the Pierre Governors in Yankton in boys basketball tonight against the Bucks. It is a 55-51 Yankton lead, and they're in the last minute of that game. The Governors will have the ball, but absolutely have to have a hoop their next time down. Of course, Brian Oakland has the coverage of that game on River 92.7. And he will be right here on KGFX. Our next sports action is tomorrow evening. It's Pierre Governor Wrestling for the boys. Still only one loss in duels this year. And, hey, you start thinking about seeding for the dual tournament. We're 3 weeks away from Wrestling State Tournament. Well, the Governor boys have a duel in Mitchell tomorrow night against the Colonels. 6:30 right here on KGFX tomorrow evening. And on River 92.7 tomorrow night, those Pierre Governor girls now at 11-2 will host the Yankton Gazelles at the Briggs High Gym, and that'll be on River 92.7, 6:30 tomorrow evening. Also want to remind you on Saturday, 94.5, 100.5 KPLO with all sorts of action because it's the Action Club Classic in Highmore. 6 games from there. Coverage with Darren and Brian. What a duo they are. And they'll get going at around 12 noon on KPLO on Saturday. Still have a basketball here at Parkview Auditorium. In boys play, Chamberlain taking advantage of Stanley County turnovers has a 35-22 lead over Stanley County with the second half coming right up. And in fact, it will when we return to Parkview in 1 minute here on 1060 103.1 KGFX.
At Northern State University, your future starts with an affordable education that's personalized for you. Experience hands-on learning guided by world-class supportive faculty. You'll also enjoy a full campus life with opportunities to choose from numerous student activities and events, all in a safe, welcoming community. At Northern, you'll find a college that's right for you, a place to belong. Your future starts here. Unleash your potential at Northern.
Your first car. It might not have been perfect, but that didn't matter. You loved it because you worked hard for it. You took care of it, and it took care of you, your friends, and maybe that someone special. And through it all, we were there working with you, for you, to make sure it was a smooth ride. Farmers Union Insurance. More choices, great rates, local agents. Contact your local Farmers Union Insurance agent today.
Just about ready for the second half here at Parkview Auditorium, with Chamberlain leading Stanley County 35-22. It is over in Yankton, and it's another loss for the Pierre Governor boys. They started well tonight, but Yankton continued to play well, and they beat the Governors by a score of 56-51, dropping Pierre to 8-6. The Governor boys, by the way, next play on Tuesday night at the Riggs High Gym against the Huron Tigers. That's 6:30 Tuesday on River 92.7. But, yeah, it's been a little bit of a rough go. And all that good that they did in that 20-point home win over Harrisburg last Saturday, well, it didn't go well in Yankton tonight. Second half here, Chamberlain has it going well, leading 35-22. And the starters are out for both sides. Stanley County will have the basketball to start the second half. Brought to you by Lynn's Dakota Martin Fort Pierre. They have Cada Montana, Brock Zabe, Blaze Frost, Paxton Deal, and Nathaniel Nelson. Chamberlain has their starting five of Colin Two-Strike, Kenyon McCloskey, Sawyer Donovan, Dakota Munger, and Connor Hickey. Stanley County trying to work from a deficit. They've shot better tonight, but turnovers have been their problem. Caden Montana starts the second half with the ball. Right wing into the corner. Brock Zabe wants a three. Good. Zabe is now up to 9. And the lead is down to 10. And now it's a steal. Paxton Deal drives for a layup, but it didn't fall. And Dakota Munger with the rebound for Chamberlain. Well, Stanley County almost turned the turnover into quick points, but couldn't quite do it. Munger, right of the lane. It's McCloskey. Kenyon drives for a bucket from 5 feet on the bank, and he's up to 10, the third Cub in double figures. 12-point lead now for Chamberlain, 37-25. Just underway in the third. Oh, pass too far. Montana just able to save it before it went into the backcourt. Right wing, it is Deal. This defense tough by Chamberlain, forcing a lot of these turnovers. Pass went off of Sawyer Donovan and out of bounds. Chamberlain at 4-8. Stanley County 3-11. Last meeting, Stanley County with that 42-36 win March 4th of last year. Here's a lob to Zabe in the lane, and Brock is fouled by Connor Hickey of Chamberlain, his second team foul. No free throws. It's inbounded to Montana. His drive with a lot of contact misses. And Hickey with the rebound for Chamberlain. Set play off the inbound, but Montana a little off balance. Left wing Sawyer Donovan for Chamberlain in the front court. Wearing red at the bucket to our right. Watch it. Brought to you by Bauman Lumber at the KGFX page. Munger on right wing. Bounce in the corner to Hickey. And another bounce for a turnaround from 12 feet. Rimmed the basket, but didn't fall for McCloskey. Blaze Frost with the rebound for Stanley County, but Frost, as he fell down, lost the ball on the other end. McCloskey with a drive, misses short. Munger follows and scores, and the whistle blows as just now Paxton Deal is able to make his way to the Stanley County bench. He fell a little bit awkwardly on the other end, and Brendan Bothwell is in for him, and now Chamberlain has their longest lead of this game at 14. It is 39-25. But Montana cuts into it with a three from the left wing. That's good. Caden's third three. He has 13. 39-28 for Chamberlain. It's 6:05 in the third quarter. Colin two-strike. Right wing. Up top, Sawyer Donovan. Left side, Dakota Munger with Bothwell guarding him. Back up top to two-strike. Left wing Munger starts a drive. Past Zabe. Toward the rim. Fouled by Nathaniel Nelson. It's what Nathaniel had to do to prevent at least a layup, if not something flashier. But anyway, it's his first and the first team foul of the second half. Dakota Munger with a couple of free throws. High school basketball on KGFX is brought to you by Fisher Rounds and Associates Insurance and Real Estate. First free throw is short. Oahe Federal Credit Union, Ferding Electric and Edgewood Healthcare, and Venture Communications. Noah Baldwin comes in for Nathaniel Nelson for Stanley County. And now a Chamberlain substitution as Steve Schoenhardt brings in Levi Miller to replace Sawyer Donovan. One more for Munger as he looks again for his 15th point. It's good. Chamberlain 40, Stanley County 28. 5:50 to go in the third quarter. High school basketball also brought to you by Arrowwood Resort and Conference Center and C&B Operations in Chamberlain. Good dish down low. Zabe with the right baseline drive. It's good after a nice feed from Montana. 11 for Zabe, and Stanley County trying to make a steal. They knock it out of bounds, and they cut the Chamberlain lead to 10. It's 40-30. 5:33 left in the third. Now they do steal, but Bothwell couldn't hang on to it, and it's out of bounds right back to Chamberlain. So it's just the 7th turnover in the Cubs. It's now the 15th on Stanley County. Chamberlain facing some pressure, three-quarter court pressure. Bothwell trying to bother two-strike. Back to Levi Miller, and still in the backcourt. Bothwell knocked it away. Miller regained it into the front court with a couple of seconds to spare to Dakota Munger. Lob for McCloskey. Right side, rolled it in. Good pass from Hickey. Connor McCloskey has 12. Chamberlain by 12. 42-30. 5:09 left in the third quarter. Montana for Stanley County between the rings with a dish to Bothwell. Right wing Blaze Frost against a zone by Chamberlain. Left wing Montana made a man miss, nearly fouled him. It was McCloskey. Right wing Frost open for a three. Too long. Baldwin trying to reach the rebound. Loose it did come to Caden Montana. For Zabe down low. Blocked by Hickey. But he gained his own rebound and drew a foul. So Stanley County will have free throws. Here they should. Maybe they're not. Anyways, the third foul on Hickey. That's got to be in the act of shooting, isn't it? Apparently not. Montana, right wing three. Good off the inbound. Well, we'll take that because Caden Montana now has 4 threes. The lead for Chamberlain at 9, 42-33, 4:38 in the third. They say, you don't care if it wasn't in the act of shooting. Give it to our three-point guy tonight. That's Montana. Into the lane. Munger, good drive. Half hook missing over Baldwin. Rebounded Blaze Frost, Stanley County. Trying to cut further into the lead, but the pass a little too far for Baldwin as Stanley County got a little ahead of themselves there. They bring in Paxton Deal, Wyatt Mortensen re-enters, so good to see Deal. He's apparently all right. Grady Olson's back in also for Chamberlain. 42-33 for Chamberlain over Stanley County. 4:13 in the third. A lot of games still to go. Levi Miller on left wing. Chamberlain's played well, but the lead's under 10. Turnaround jumper by McCloskey. Hit it from 14 as again he coaxed one over the rim and he now has 14 points. 44-33 Chamberlain. 3:54 in the third. Hand off to Montana. Once another three. This one is long and off the rim twice, but Baldwin grabbed the rebound for a Frost left wing three that's missing. Foul on the rebound. On Chamberlain. No, on Stanley County. Little push. His position was attempted to be gained by Noah Baldwin, but called for the foul instead. His first and the second team foul on Stanley County. Well, the sixth foul that's been called in the game of the Buffs. Two strike down the right alley. Nearly lost it up top. A little too far. McCloskey's able to catch it and bring it down low to Munger, who couldn't hit the layup. But he's found good recovery by McCloskey, who had a little trouble handling the ball. He knew who to find. And Dakota Munger will have 2 free throws. He nearly had a 3-point play opportunity. There's another foul on Noah Baldwin. That's his second and the third team foul. So it's Munger back to the line for 2. First rolled in. First Interstate Bank and Chamberlain helps bring you high school basketball here on KGFX, as does First Dakota National Bank and Chamberlain. Nathaniel Nelson, Brendan Bothwell back in for Stanley County. 46-33. Second one's good. 46, I should say. That one makes it 46. 46-33 Chamberlain, 3:26 in the third. Right wing, it is Bothwell. 13-point lead matches is one short of the longest of the night for Chamberlain. Bothwell with a pass down low, didn't make it. And great anticipation by Munger with a steal. Down floor for a Collin 2-strike layup. Oh, it roll off the rim. And it's rebounded by Brock Zabe. And a pass down floor is too far, and Stanley County turns it over again. That's number 18. Well, they see these opportunities on the fast break, and some of these long passes are tried, and they're having a problem connecting with them. 3 minutes in the third. Chamberlain up 46-33 and with the ball. Left corner, it is Munger. Oh, great dish to McCloskey. Nice little pocket pass and a whip, and McCloskey put it in from 5 feet. He's up to 16. Now the longest lead for Chamberlain at 15, 48-33, and head coach Max Both of Stanley County wants a full Agtegra timeout. 2:46 in the third, Chamberlain 48, Stanley County 33. Will return in 1 minute here on KGFX.
Limestone canyons, flowing waterfalls, and pristine beauty make Spearfish a sanctuary for those seeking the ultimate escape. Outdoor enthusiasts will find top-notch sport climbing, mountain biking, and UTV OHV trails. Guests are steps away from peaceful hiking trails and tranquil streams. Relax and rehash your day's adventure at one of our award-winning local breweries. Finding rest is an important part of any adventure. Lodging in Spearfish comes with a variety of choices, from cabins, B&Bs, and campgrounds to the comforts of your popular brand-name hotels. To find your unique adventure in Spearfish, go to visitspearfish.com now.
Titan Machinery is your go-to Case IH agricultural equipment dealer. Your Highmore, Miller, and Pierre locations have a large selection of new and used ag equipment with access to one of the largest parts and whole goods inventories in the country. Titan Machinery prides itself in providing quality Case IH parts, service, and support to Highmore, Miller, Pierre, and the surrounding communities. Stop by Titan Machinery of Highmore, Miller, and Pierre today. Power and precision to grow.
Stanley County will inbound after the Agtegra timeout. Acres Ahead can maximize your farm's earning potential straight from the start. Contact your local Agtegra cooperative today. Chamberlain by 15 over Stanley County. Buffalo basketball. Frost dropped it out of bounds. Tried to make a move, couldn't hang on to the ball, bounced it off his foot and out of bounds for the 19th turnover on Stanley County. Well, that's been the main difference in this game, and that's the main reason Chamberlain's ahead by 15 at 48-33. Chamberlain's had a lot of high percentage shots in the shooting, 56%. Stanley County, 42%. Grady Olson, right wing down low. It's Munger with a layup and a foul counted. 19 for Munger. as he and McCloskey are working well together. Or, excuse me, make it not Munger. That's Blaze Knipling with that one. Nice move by Blaze. The foul is on Nathaniel Nelson. That is his second. And Blaze just made a pretty nice move on the baseline. Now he has a 3-point play. The 6'1 freshman, 18-point Chamberlain lead of 51-33. Breitling Paxton Deal with a 3, but it's short and trying to lean over on the rebound. Brock Zabe committed a foul instead, and that is his third. Well, this was down to a 9-point game, but now Chamberlain has 9 in a row, and Stanley County, another one of those bad stretches that, again, Max Foltz referred to it in our keys to success. And Chamberlain may be on the way to breaking their losing streak. It is Munger at the top of the key, down low. Losing the handle is Donovan and missing the shot. Montana the rebound, but then he had to take it away from him. And a drive is short by McCloskey, but look who's there to follow. It's Munger again. He's good, and he has 19. 53-33 Chamberlain. They've scored the last 11. They had a 13-0 run in the first quarter. Pass for Richardson down low. Good feed from Blaze Frost, and Cash got pushed by Grady Olson. That's his first foul. 13th foul in Chamberlain. Olson out. Knipling out. Good job here. I should say that Munger is out for the month. Cash Richardson with a layup on the inside for Stanley County to break the run. 53-35 Chamberlain, 1:22 in the third. There's 2 for Cash. Up top, here comes a 3. This one is falling short by McCloskey, but the rebound run down in the corner by Colin Two-Strike. And McCloskey was his try again. He hit it, and he has 19. That is his first made 3. 56-35 Chamberlain, 58 seconds left in the third. 21 third quarter points for the Cubs. Frost, drop step in the lane. Ball knocked away. It's in the backcourt. Montana trying to run it down. Then a foul really bails him out as he was near the opposing baseline and then ended up being pushed by Colin Two-Strike. That's his second and the 4th team foul. So Stanley County will have a chance to inbound as Two-Strike is out and Connor Hickey returns. 45.3 left in the third quarter. Chamberlain in control. Up 56-35. Remember, on KPLO tomorrow night, varsity doubleheader, Chamberlain hosting Mount Vernon Plankinton with Darren at around 6:10. Montana up top, 34 seconds in the third. Right wing 3 is on the way for Deal. Missing. Baldwin's down there. Laid it in with a foul. Noah Baldwin had the position after the missed 3 and scores his first 2. The 28.7 left in the third. That's foul number 4 in Connor Hickey. After he just re-entered the game. 56-37 for Chamberlain. Stanley County's Noah Baldwin. Banks misses the free throw. And Hickey with the rebound for the Chamberlain Cubs. 14-2 in their last 16 meetings with Stanley County, with one of the exceptions being that second round 6A region win last year for the Buffs that sent them to the Sodak 16. 10 seconds in the third. Up top, McCloskey off a screen with a 3. Good again. 22 for McCloskey. 2 seconds and 1. Montana fires a 3 at the buzzer that misses. And Chamberlain has taken control of this one without any doubt now. At the end of 3, they're up 22 over Stanley County. 59-37 on the Wagner Auto scoreboard. Wagner Auto, the one place to go.
Do you have a new pair of jeans or a favorite shirt with a small tear or hole? Or your winter coat has a broken zipper? Don't throw them away. Call Lila Briggs Sewing and Embroidery in Fort Pierre to have your items fixed as good as new. They also provide hemming, other sewing services, as well as custom embroidery for a truly professional look and design. Lila Briggs Sewing and Embroidery is a proud supporter of all Stanley County school activities and wishes the student athletes the best of luck in the school year.
Every farm is unique, but all farmers have something in common: the desire to maximize their land and improve it for the next generation. You need a cooperative that offers peace of mind. AgTegra Cooperative is an ag partner that shares your values and is part of your community. From agronomy and grain operations to energy and feed, AgTegra will link your farm to the future. AgTegra Cooperative. Strong, stable, dependable.
Avera.org/checkup. Avera, moving health forward.
Runs of 13-0 in the first quarter, 11-0 in the third quarter, and Chamberlain with those and Stanley County turnovers in control of this game, leading Stanley County 59-37 as the fourth quarter begins at Parkview. Dakota Munger's back in for Chamberlain. He has 19. Kenyon McCloskey leading Chamberlain in all scorers with 22. Munger on the left wing. It is McCloskey up top. Right wing, it's Levi Miller. 2, Blaze Knipling, now on the left wing for Sawyer Donovan. They just run their offense now with this big lead. Little half hook in the lane by Knipling misses. And Blaze Frost has the Stanley County rebound, and it's the Buffs' first possession of the fourth quarter. For a young team that's now going, it appears, unless there's a miracle rally, to be 3-12. Tough catch by Frost. Drove just to the right of the lane and was bumped by Kenyon McCloskey. And that is his second. Bauman Lumber, they'll bring you our player of the game. So stay tuned for that in our Family Ghetto of Pierre and Gettysburg postgame after this game tonight. Right corner, another 3 try by Montana. Oh, rimmed out this time. Munger with a rebound. Already 4 threes made in this game by Dakota Munger. Now a left wing 3 for Chamberlain for Colin. 2-strike misses. Miller with a follow. That's short. And Montana with the rebound. Down floor for a Zabe layup. 13 now for Brock Zabe. That cuts the Chamberlain lead just to 20 at 59-39, 6:43 remaining. Cubs have been the better team tonight, taking advantage of Stanley County's mistakes. Colin 2-strike on the left wing. Frost guards him. Way up top to Dakota Munger. McCloskey wants another 3 right side. Missed one. Nelson the rebound. He hasn't missed many lately tonight. Front court. Zabe stops. 10-footer right on the lane. Double team misses. They know what to guard. Munger with a rebound. And they walk it up the floor again with just over 6 minutes left and with a 20-point lead. Miller hands off to Sawyer Donovan. Right wing, it's McCloskey. If he's open and anywhere in the building, he's going to shoot it. And usually hit it. Here he comes with a left wing 3. Rimmed out. Nelson rebounds for Stanley County. 22 for McCloskey, having a big night. He hit a couple of threes in that third quarter, and trying to make a steal was Colin 2-strike and force another turnover, but they call Colin for a foul instead. That's his third. That's the 17th foul to put Stanley County into the bonus for the rest of this one. Noah Baldwin in now for Nathaniel Nelson with 5:43 left and a 1-and-1 here for Caden Montana. Stanley County hasn't been to the line much, just 2 of 3. Chamberlain is 5 of 10. Caden looks for his 17th point in the front end of the 1-and-1 swish. Very good night for the sophomore. And again, he has shown at times this season he's capable of big scoring games like this. 59-40 for Chamberlain, 5:43 left. He'll shoot again. He misses this one. And Sawyer Donovan rebounds for the Chamberlain Cubs. Last win had been on the 14th of January for this Cub team, and that was against Bonham. They've beaten Cheyenne Eagle Butte. They beat Todd County and Kimball White Lake early on in the season, back in December. Right wing, it's Munger, took the pass from Miller. Dakota, drop step drive. Passed! Zabe missed and then couldn't gain the rebound. And will be out of bounds to Stanley County. With 5:16 to go, it's all Chamberlain leading 59-40. They've led by as many as 22. Right wing, here comes a Montana three that misses. And another rebound for Dakota Munger as that total continues to rise for him. 4:55 left. Chamberlain hasn't scored in this fourth quarter, but they're in charge in this game. Munger being guarded by Wyatt Mortensen up top to Levi Miller with 4:45 remaining. And a good pass for a cutting Munger. Took it from McCloskey and a lay-in. And there's 21 for Munger. Also 10 rebounds, by the way. Double-double for Dakota. 61-40 Chamberlain. Now a pass is intercepted. It's Levi Miller for Chamberlain and into the front court. 21st Stanley County turnover. Ball nearly dropped. McCloskey's able to recover. Back up front to Miller. 4:20 to play now as Chamberlain takes their time. With this big lead, it's down to 12 on their shot clock. Two strike. Oh, good steal. Brock save for Stanley County for a layup. Preventing it was McCloskey, who had to foul him to do so. That is his third and the 8th team foul, but this will be two shots here for Zabe. Brock 2 out of 2 at the line in this game. Came in the second quarter, and he has 2 shots here, and he hit the first. Brendan Bothwell in for Wyatt Mortensen for Stanley County. McCloskey out, and Connor Hickey back in for Chamberlain. Fives at the bench for the sophomore McCloskey, who's had quite a game. One more for Brock Zabe, and it's good too. He has 15. 61-42 Chamberlain leads Stanley County. 4:10 to play. Against some pressure, but it's into the front court to Munger and into the left corner. They'll just back it right back out for Miller. We're down to 4 minutes to play in this one. 2 strike on the right wing up top to Munger. Left wing Levi Miller. Good lob in the lane. Turnaround half hook. Donovan couldn't hit it, but the rebound is tapped right back to him. And Chamberlain will have a chance to burn off another large part of a shot clock. Down to 3:40 left. Miller on left wing. Munger up top. Knocked away by Deal, but Munger regained it. Now an 18-foot jumper. Good for Collin. 2 strike. He has 13. 3 Chamberlain scores in double figures. 63-42 Chamberlain. Down to 3:20 to play. Montana for Stanley County in the left wing for Bothwell. Over on the right side, this is Paxton Deal. Lob it for Brendan Bothwell, the freshman. And it's stolen away. It is a good quick play and a layup missed by 2 strike. Montana with a rebound. Another turnover, though. Now a right wing 3. Good Deal. Knocks that one down. And head coach Max Both of Stanley County wants a full Actegra timeout. So we'll take a minute also with exactly 3 minutes to play. It's Chamberlain 63, Stanley County 45. And we're back in 1 minute here on 1060 103.1 KGFX.
When you're thinking of a new or used car, motorcycle, pickup, or RV, think of us. We make all sorts of vehicle loans. We can set you up with payments that fit your budget. So if you have getting some new wheels in mind, stop by and see us. We'll get you the right loan. Dakota Plains Federal Credit Union, federally insured by NCUA. We're big on you.
We're small enough to know your name, but we're big on you.
Dakota Antler is the biggest antler buyer in our region. Tony and Derek pay cash all year long for antlers and horns. Deer, elk, moose, and sheep can be cash in your pocket. They'll come to you, too. Find them on Dakota Antlers LLC or online at dakotaantlers.com. You can also give them a call to set up an appointment. Call Derek at 605-360-3749 or Tony at 605-730-0108. Dakota Antler, a proud supporter of all local athletics and activities.
Another Actegra timeout. Acres ahead can maximize your farm's earning potential straight from the start. Contact your local Actegra cooperative today. Another chance for Max Both just to coach and teach a little bit of a still young team. Yeah, this will be 15 games played now, but It's basically only 15 games that these guys have played together with this unit. Meanwhile, Chamberlain has a left wing three that's missing by Colin two-strike, and then it goes over the top of the glass and out of play. Chamberlain still at 51% shooting here with 2:38 remaining. Stanley County at 40%, but 22 turnovers have wrecked the Buffs' night. Montana down low to Baldwin. Right wing, here comes a three by Blaze Frost. It's short. And a long carom to Levi Miller for Chamberlain. 2:20 to play. Miller hands it off to Colin two-strike. With 2:10 remaining, Bauman Lumber will bring you our player of the game on our Family Dental with Pierre and Gettysburg postgame show. Connor Hickey hands it to two-strike, down to 14 on the shot clock again. Good steal. Taken away by Caden Montana. Had the ball stripped from him, but he's fouled too. Good play by Caden, and he'll earn free throws out of that hustle right there. Team foul number 9 on Chamberlain is the second on Sawyer Donovan. 17 tonight for Montana. Split a couple of free throws earlier. He's hit 4 threes. First free throw here is good. And it is 63-46. 18 for Montana. Grady Olson back in for Chamberlain. Montana hits them both. 63-47 for Chamberlain with a minute 50 left. Knipling out front two. Dakota Munger with 1:45 remaining. Good solid effort for Chamberlain. 2 big runs were the difference in this one. Weston Prince will come in for Stanley County at the next dead ball. Levi Miller up top again for Sawyer Donovan. We're down to 1:33 left in this one. Knipling for Munger on the left baseline. Over Zabe. Turns around, scores. Munger now has 23. 1:25 left. The lead back to 18 for Chamberlain. It's 65-47. And it is Deal. Montana left wing Bothwell now for a cutting Montana. Oh, good bounce pass, and Zabe drew a foul as he drove on the right block with 73 seconds left in regulation. Chance for this team to work on some plays now. They play again, remember, Monday night. Knipling, the foul is first. In Gettysburg against Potter County, and that'll be right here on KGFX and 100.7 KMLO. At around 7:25 on Monday evening. We hope you'll join us. Zabe hit the first free throw. He's 5 for 5 now tonight. Dusty Rose, a 6'1 sophomore, comes into the Chamberlain lineup for the first time. 65-48 for Chamberlain with a minute 13 left. One more for Brock. He's 6 for 6 at the line as he hit it. He has 17. 65-49 for Chamberlain. 1:10 left. Down the left alley, nearly losing it. Levi Miller right in front of his bench picks it up again. Hands it to Sawyer Donovan. The night ending after great nights for both Munger and McCloskey. Montana down there again to make a steal and calls a timeout before he got called for traveling. But good hustle again by Caden Montana. We'll keep it here for this Agtegra timeout, which is the last one for Stanley County. Acres Ahead can maximize your farm's earning potential straight from the start. Contact your local Agtegra cooperative today. After that Monday game in Gettysburg, next Thursday, big challenge. White River Tigers. Number 2 team in Class B come here, a high-powered team. Eldon Marshall has them playing well. Then on Tuesday, Valentine's Day, the 14th, Mobridge Pollock here. That'll be on Star 99 in Mobridge. You can watch that at the Star 99 page. Then it's Little Wound on Friday, February 17th, to complete a varsity doubleheader. We'll have that here on KGFX. The regular season ends in Presho against Lyman on Monday, February 20th, and we'll have that here on KGFX. And off from Weston Prince to Caden Montana with 45 seconds left. Prince on the right wing to Paxton Deal. Bounce, right baseline. Turnaround by Zabe off the rim. Rebounded by Levi Miller. Good defense by Knipling made Brock change his shot there. 33 seconds left. Shot clock and the game clock virtually the same. However, Stanley County puts on some pressure. And that'll force Steve Schoenhardt of Chamberlain to call a timeout, if nothing else, to put more younger players into the game, and he will do that. Bringing in Memphis Peterson, a 5'7" sophomore, among others. Acres ahead to maximize your farm's earning potential straight from the start. Contact your local Agtegra Cooperative today. Again, Chamberlain right back in action tomorrow night. They'll try for a winning streak, but a good Mount Vernon Plankinson team will come to the Chamberlain Armory. That'll be a varsity doubleheader, and again, that's on 94.5, 100.5 KPLO with Darren Boyle tomorrow evening, and that'll be at around 6:10. Don't forget on KPLO Saturday, it's the Action Club Classic from Highmore. 6 games beginning at around noon. 20 seconds left. As they work it to Knipling inside, turns around. He's fouled by Nathaniel Nelson, who is not quite believing it, but it is his third. And Knipling will have a couple of free throws here with 16 seconds to play in the game. Knipling had that very nice three-point play in the third quarter to put him in the book. Chamberlain will be 5-8. Stanley County will be 3-12. Knipling with the first of 2 and rimmed out. Not quite as much on the line as when the last time these teams played. That was a tense game here last March. Second one missing also. Zay able to rebound for Stanley County. Down floor and layup. Montana concludes a great game with a layup. He has 21. 7 seconds left. Chamberlain will work it into the front court and try to dribble it out. 1 second, and that's it. And the Chamberlain Cubs with a very solid effort. A very tough defense, forcing a lot of turnovers. And they knock off Stanley County. They led by as many as 22. They win by 14. Final score on the Wegner Auto scoreboard. The Chamberlain Cubs 65. The Stanley County Buffaloes 51. It's now 5-8 for Chamberlain. It's now 3-12 for Stanley County. Our Family Dental at Pier and Gettysburg postgame comes your way from Parkview Auditorium in 1 minute on 1060, 103.1 KGFX.
As community bankers, BankWest employees are deeply committed to supporting local causes, growing the local economy, and creating local opportunities. At a time when you can bank anywhere, we hope you choose BankWest. We'll be your financial partner for the long haul, helping you and your community achieve financial success. BankWest. Convenient, connected, committed. Member FDIC.
The Corner Station Convenience Store and the Crossing Pub are both conveniently located on Pleasant Drive in Pierre, South Dakota. At the Corner Station, grab your favorite hot and cold beverages and snacks while filling your vehicle up with Cenex brand gasoline. The Corner Station also features a super tunnel car wash to keep your vehicle sparkling clean. At the Crossing, grab a cold beverage and check out their selection of appetizers while watching the Stanley County Buffaloes and Pierre Governors live on their big screen televisions. Best of luck to all area students from the Corner Station and the Crossing.
Farmers know crop insurance is essential for managing risk. It's also valuable for maximizing revenue. The crop insurance officers at Farm Credit Services of America have proprietary tools and expertise to deliver the personalized crop and revenue protection you need for the peace of mind you want. Nobody delivers crop insurance like this. Discover the difference by calling 800-884-FARM. Agriculture works here.
In the fourth quarter when the game was out of reach, and they still were at 52%. Stanley County, well, certainly better than Tuesday, 41%, 18 of 44, 6 of 15 on threes. Free throws, Stanley County 9 of 11. Chamberlain wants to be better than 5 of 12, though it didn't hurt them tonight. Rebounds even at 28. There were 2 lead changes very early. No ties. Stanley County's only lead was at 3-2 before that 13-0 run in the first quarter, and Chamberlain never trailed again. And then Stanley County cut the Chamberlain lead to 9 in the third quarter before an 11-0 run by the Cubs. 22 turnovers for Stanley County in this game. Chamberlain had just 11. Chamberlain 19-7 at the end of one, 35-22 at the end of the first half. A 24-point third quarter, and Chamberlain was up with their longest lead at the end of 3:59-37, and they win it 65-51. Time to name our Bauman Lumber Player of the Game. We'll do that when we return to Parkview. After this, from Bauman Lumber, 30 seconds away, we'll name that Player of the Game here on KGFX. When you need building supplies, there's no need to go anywhere except to Bauman Lumber in Fort Pierre. Bauman Lumber is locally owned and offers quality products, expert advice, free estimates, and free local delivery for large or small projects. Whether it's a home improvement project, remodel job, or all new construction, they even welcome special orders. Quality building materials and affordable prices for residential or commercial projects can be found at Bauman Lumber, 1223 Sale Barn Road, Fort Pierre, or call 223-9762. Well, when Dakota Munger's on, he can have the type of game he did tonight. Caden Montana, so good for Stanley County. But when it looked like Stanley County had the hope of making this a game again in the third quarter, Chamberlain kept feeding it to Kenyon McCloskey, and he kept hitting his 22 points, a couple of threes. Kenyon McCloskey with that those big points in the third quarter. We'll name him our Bauman Lumber Player of the Game, and the T-shirt will be on his way to him. So Chamberlain again breaks their 4-game losing streak. They improve to 5-8. But again, tomorrow night, they're right back in action at home at the Chamberlain Armory. That's a varsity doubleheader with Mount Vernon Plankinson. Don't forget that coverage on 94.5, 100.5 KPLO tomorrow evening at around 6:10 with Darren, and see it at the KPLO page. Well, next for the Buffaloes, a road test this time. Potter County, a team that is really struggling this season. They lost so much, especially from that very good team they had a couple of years back. But they'll be ready for the Buffaloes in Chamberlain, or in, in Gettysburg on Monday night. We'll have that for you here on 1060, 103.1 KGFX, and also on 100.7 KMLO at around 7:25. Here, Governor boys basketball. They knew they'd be in for a tussle with Yankton, and the Bucks, those Riken brothers, just a little too much for the Buffs for the Govs tonight. 56-51 Yankton wins. Pierre's now 8-6. They next play Tuesday night at the Rickside Gym against Huron on River 92.7. That's at 6:30. Tomorrow night at the Rickside Gym, it's the Governor girls hosting the Yankton Gazelles. Pierre now at 11-2. Tough year for the Gazelles. They're only 1-10. 6:30 for that action on River 92.7 tomorrow night. Don't forget, here on KGFX tomorrow night, it's Pierre Governor Wrestling as the Governor boys with an ESD duel in Mitchell against the Colonels at Mitchell High School. Brian will have that for you here on KGFX at 6:30 tomorrow evening. One more reminder first about the Action Club Classic in Highmore. 6 games from there on Saturday, 94.5, 100.5 KPLO. That's at around noon. And also good luck to Stanley County Gymnast tomorrow. The Region 2A meets in Wagner. And good wrestling here on Saturday with the Big Dakota Conference Wrestling Tournament starting at 10 a.m. here at Parkview Auditorium, and that is on Saturday. The South Dakota Office of Highway Safety reminds you to think twice, slow down in case of ice. High school basketball, 1060 a.m. and 103.1 FM KGFX, has been brought to you by Yestway, Avera St. Mary's Hospital, First Dakota National Bank, Sioux Nation in Fort Pierre, Dakota Plains Federal Credit Union, Pierre Regional Airport, Access Health Fort Pierre, Fisher Rounds and Associates Insurance and Real Estate, Oahe Federal Credit Union, Verding Electric, Edgewind Healthcare, Carswamp, Chrysler, Jeep, Dodge, Ram, Bowie Foods, and the Gus Stop, Access Health in Chamberlain, Fiery Brothers, Chamberlain Ready Mix, Farmco, Oasis Pump and Pack, Chamberlain Food Center, Al's Oasis, West 40, First Interstate Bank in Chamberlain, the Arrowwood Resort and Conference Center, C&B Operations in Chamberlain, and First Dakota National Bank in Chamberlain. Also, Venture Communications. And these in-game sponsors help bring you high school basketball here on KGFX. Ponsaba Agency, State Farm Insurance, the South Dakota Office of Highway Safety, Montana Dakota Utilities, the South Dakota Attorney General's Office, Division of Consumer Protection, Lynn's Dakota Mart in Fort Pierre, Agtegra, Family Dental of Pierre and Gettysburg, Bauman Lumber, and Wagner Auto. Thanks to everyone who helped make it happen tonight. Athletic Director Keely Braceland here at Stanley County, Brian Menning of Live Ticket for bringing you the video, and to our studio coordinator, Haley Hansen. I'm David Burrow. Chamberlain Cubs were just too much for the Stanley County Buffaloes tonight. 23 from Dakota Munger, 22 from Kenyon McCloskey. And Chamberlain knocks off Stanley County in boys basketball 65-51. Classic Country, ABC News coming up in just a few minutes too, but Classic Country to take you through the evening and night. Big Daddy Dave Williams. Get your Friday started tomorrow morning, 6 until 10. Thank you for joining us, and good night from the banks of the Bad River in Fort Pierre.